My name is Marcello. Welcome to the Source AV Design Group's YouTube channel. Today I'm excited to discuss the Naim Unity Atom Headphone Edition. This video will primarily discuss my impressions of the streaming headphone amplifier and preamplifier regarding build quality, look and feel, ease of use, and sound quality when paired with a few different headphones such as the Yamaha YH5000 SE, Meze Elite, DCA E3, and the Focal Celeste. Let's get this out of the way right out of the gate. The physical build, both from a look, feel, and design standpoint, is world class. This streaming headphone amplifier and preamplifier are gorgeous to look at and listen to, whether with your favorite pair of reasonably efficient headphones or earphones, or in your 2-channel stereo setup as a preamp for active speakers or a power amp. If you own other Naim streaming products, the Unity Atom HE works seamlessly with them. There are many connection options such as AirPlay 2, Bluetooth, Chromecast, Internet Radio, Spotify Connect, Tidal Connect, and my personal favorite, the device is Roon ready. With built-in Wi-Fi and an internal antenna, you can reduce the need for a physical Ethernet connection on the back. Turning around the component, you can see the physical connection and input options, such as an Ethernet port, USB, 2 optical inputs, 1 digital coaxial input, and 1 set of RCA inputs. We also have balanced XLR preamp outputs to feed a power amplifier or active speakers, and the balanced XLR headphone output, which you will need to activate by pressing the headphone icon on the front of the Atom. There is also a set of RCA preamp outputs that can also be used with a subwoofer. On the front of the Unity Atom HE, we have a 1/4-inch headphone output and a 4.4mm balanced output. Underneath the headphone outputs is a USB that allows you to utilize an external 128GB USB drive or 1TB external hard drive to store up to 20,000 tracks and serve as a network connected player. The headphone button toggles between listening with headphones or using the device as a preamp for your 2-channel system. When headphones are plugged in, the Unity Atom HE will automatically switch from the preamp to the headphone output. In the middle of the Atom HE is a beautiful 5-inch color LCD screen that displays all the menu features of the unit along with the album artwork and track info. A proximity sensor will switch from the album artwork to song and album info when you are close enough to the front of the display. The LCD screen is not a touchscreen, which would have been nice to have, but this does help with fingerprints. On the far right, we have adjustable backlit buttons such as power, play, pause, source, and a preset button that comes loaded with several internet radio options. On the top of the chassis, one of the most remarkable and well-implemented rotary volume controls lights up around the wheel's base and on the top as you increase or decrease the volume. You can also control the Unity Atom HE with the Focal Naim app for iOS and Android, or from the RF remote, which lights up when you pick it up. This simple but fantastic feature is incredible for listening in a dark environment. The Class A headphone amplifier that will switch to Class AB with some low impedance loads can output 1.5 watts into 16 ohms, which makes a Unity Atom HE a good match for many reasonably efficient headphones. The Atom HE's chassis is made from brushed anodized aluminum, which feels and looks beautiful. On the sides of the device, there are heat sinks built into the chassis that are directly coupled to the player's floor. According to Naim, these provide excellent heat dissipation and thermal stability. The overall size of the Unity Atom HE is very reasonable for desktop, nightstand, or audio rack use, with a depth of about 10.5 inches, height of 3.75 inches, width of about 9.5 inches, and a weight of about 15.5 pounds. For the internal DAC chip, Naim, like many other Brit hi-fi brands, has chosen a premium Texas Instruments Burr Brown DAC chip, which is capable of up to 32 bits, 384 kHz, or DSD 64 and 128. From the USB, up to 24-bit, 384 kHz playback is possible. For $3,799, the Naim Unity Atom HE is a proper all-in-one device that just needs headphones or active speakers to enjoy. For more product specs and current pricing, or to make a purchase, visit the links in the video description. So how does this beautiful all-in-one streaming headphone amplifier and preamplifier sound? As a preamplifier outputting into a power amplifier, the internal Burr Brown chip offers a reasonably detailed, musical, yet more laid-back quality of sound when compared to the more analytical Chord Hugo TT2. The pairing is quite good for the audio research system I have on loan and my Olympica Nova 5 tower speakers. I think the timing, Detail reproduction and soundstage are superior from the Hugo TT2. However, this also forces you to analyze music, whereas the Unity Atom HE as a preamp still provides ample detail to enjoy music without it ever sounding fatiguing or analytical. When utilized as a preamp, the Atom HE sound is neutral and slightly warm-leaning. It's more laid back than the Ferrum Audio Wunderle preamp we covered recently and significantly less analytical sounding than the Chord DACs I have in-house. As a headphone amplifier, the same applies, and the Unity Atom HE creates a very natural and engaging quality of sound that Class A amplification, when combined with Burr Brown chips, is known for. If you are a super analytical listener who prefers brighter sounding gear, the Unity Atom HE will not likely be the best choice. However, if you prefer a more natural, fatigue-free listening experience, this streaming headphone amplifier and preamp could be a terrific fit. Listening to the Yamaha YH5000 SE headphones was an absolute pleasure, and I found this pairing to have superb synergy for my preferences. Even with the more analytical leather pads of the YH5000 SE, which some users feel are too peaky sounding in the treble, I was tremendously pleased, and you can tell that Name took great care with the smoother sounding Burr Brown DAC chip pairing with their headphone amplifier. Listening to the Yamaha YH5000 SE directly from my Hugo TT2 from Chord for comparison creates a more analytical experience. It does sound more detailed and better separates the soundstage. However, it does this at the expense of some listening fatigue, as that device takes a microscope to the music on filters 1 and 2, a bit less on filters 3 and 4. So I think very detailed headphones or ones with very forward upper mids or lower treble will shine with the Unity Atom HE. I imagine the Unity Atom HE would be a tremendous pairing for the 2020 Focal Utopia. Listening to the Meze Elite, a beautifully crafted and sounding set of headphones, is also a terrific experience. I would consider the Meze Elite to have a neutral warm sound signature. At first, I was a bit concerned that the Unity Atom HE would be too smooth sounding for the Meze Elite, but I was quickly surprised by how good the pairing sounded. However, if you feel that the Meze Elite is not analytical enough for your preferences, the newer Empyrean 2 may better match the Unity Atom HE. Those headphones focus more on the upper mids and treble, giving a sense of more detail and technical performance, even if they technically perform similarly. Or if you already own the Meze Elite and feel the Atom pairing could sound more focused in the upper mids or a touch more shimmery in the treble, utilizing the parametric EQ and Roon is a breeze. The Unity Atom HE is a Roon-ready device, allowing you to tailor the sound of your headphones. This is vital as there are no EQ controls built into the Unity Atom Headphone Edition. I think Name and Focal should add this to their app to give users who don't have Roon greater control of the Unity Atom HE and allow for some subtle EQ changes. It shouldn't be too tricky as they already have written such code in their app for the Focal Batis headphones. Listening to the DCA E3 with the Unity Atom was a decent pairing that sounds accurate and natural compared to listening to the E3 on more analytical gear. This pairing showed me that the Name all-in-one streaming headphone amplifier is still fairly a flat-sounding setup with a touch of warmth in the mid-range that gives it a smooth, fun character. However, it didn't embellish or do anything to increase the E3's very neutral bass signature, and it did not bring more punch or slam to the E3 closed-back headphones, which I feel are needed for my preferences. However, it did make listening to the E3 far more enjoyable in the upper mids and treble regions for my preferences, and I enjoyed this pairing for a more neutral listening experience. Last but not least, I listened to the Focal Celeste, one of my favorite closed-back headphones under $1,000. This tremendous pairing made me wish I had more Focal headphones in-house. I imagine Focal and Name tuned the Unity Atom HE to perform and sound stellar with Focal headphones like the Celeste. So let's wrap up. Name has done a tremendous job with the Unity Atom Headphone Edition. It is super easy to set up and start listening to, looks beautiful, and sounds reasonably accurate yet smooth with a touch of fun that jives well with many headphone sound signatures. At nearly $3,800, it is not an inexpensive component. However, it provides lots of fantastic features for the money, such as an excellent streamer, a large and superb display, a tremendous remote, a well-implemented DAC, a great headphone amplifier for reasonably efficient headphones, and a very good preamplifier for your power amplifier or active speakers. As always, we recommend coming into our showroom or visiting your local dealer to try it out and see if you like the quality of sound it produces with your favorite headphones. A big thanks to Focal Name for sending us the Unity Atom Headphone Edition to test. It has been an absolute pleasure, and we look forward to spending time with more of your headphones, speakers, and components soon. If you are interested in trading up your old headphones, amplifiers, or other gently used audio gear for a new set of headphones or an amplifier, check out the links in the video description to our trade-up program, and don't forget we will price match other authorized dealers. We have some cool videos coming this year with new product announcements, so please consider subscribing to our channel today. From $150 earphones to multi-million-dollar home audio, cinema, and automation systems, TSAV is a hi-fi enthusiast paradise for building the system of your dreams. So let's start the conversations in the video comments on what you think of the name Unity Atom Headphone Edition. While you're there, smash that like button for us. Until next time, friends, remember, let the music be your guide.